Hello everyone, how are you doing today? It's Seth here from Magic Gamer, and today you are seeing something a little bit different. That's right, today I am actually on the server Hypixel, and I am playing Minecraft. So I've had Minecraft for a couple of months now, and I've gotten the hang of it. And as a suggestion from many of my viewers, I've decided that it's time to actually start recording. Now, a quick note before we move on. This is not going to impact my other Paper Mario, etc. recordings. I'm still going to do those, but this is kind of going to be something else that goes along with it that I can do. The main Minecraft videos I'm going to be doing for right now are Hypixel Skyblock and Hypixel Bed Wars. Those are the two most ones that my viewers wanted, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. So, today we're going to be talking about the brand new Hypixel Skyblock update and what it entails. So, without further ado, let's go on to the video. Okay, so the first part of this update and the biggest part is actually right behind me. So, if we head over to the barn over here, there's not very much new about the barn except for two things. Number one, if we get this to load in, the crops here, they regenerate a lot faster, and so do the animals. And then number two, if we come up here to the windmill, and we go up here to the top, we can see that there's a windmill operator. He needs lots of string to fix the pulley system. Let me see if I actually have, any string with me. I do. I have a lot of it. So let's see. Let's see here. Alright, so anyways, so we just have to give him a bunch of stuff. And he's just gonna give us some sort of reward. Maybe there's gonna be like some sort of new shop. But the next part of this update and the big part of it is actually over here, and it is the desert settlement. So over here, as you can see, we've got the desert settlement. And there's a few new things in here. So first of all, we can see there's a few villagers kind of living in here. There's also a techno shop, which seems to follow us around everywhere we go. And over here we have the oasis. So this has some new oasis mobs, sugarcane, cocoa bean, and a nice fishing spot. And at the end of this video, I'm going to be doing the fairy soul guide of the 5 new fairy souls that come with this. Alright, so our next thing is actually gonna be up here. Oops, wrong thing. And if we come over here, we can see there is a treasure hunter. And he's going to want us to find some treasure. So, we just gotta go searching for that. As you can see, he's making me pay 50k, which I don't have on me right now. But, he'll give us a hint, and then we'll go find the treasure. Alright, so the next thing is actually way up on the top of the mountain, and you probably can't see it right now, but it's Jake's house. So basically what you have to do is you have to tie a lead to an animal or some other mean to get it up all the way to his house, and then he'll give you an axe of that type. So like if I bring him a rabbit, he'll allow me to buy a rabbit axe. Alright, our next thing is actually the Trapper's Den, but before we go to that, let's head over to the Shepherd's Keep, which is on the way to the Trapper's Den. So, the Shepherd's Keep and the Trapper's Den are way back here. So, if we just come over here. Ugh. And we just come this way. And see that hut in the distance? That's the Shepherd's Keep. So that's going to have, he's going to want us to shear all of the sheep there. But that's not what we're here for right now. We're actually going to continue up here. And if we come up here. Sorry, one more level. If we come up here, we are going to, oh, there's Jake's house, by the way. So you have to bring an animal up to him. But right here, we are going to find Hunter Ava. And she's going to tell us that Trevor the Trapper is actually right here across the bridge. And if we come over here, we can see here he is. And there's 3 new NPCs here. There's Trevor the Trapper, who tells you to find some sort of animal to get pelts. Uh, they're non-tangible items, and you use them to buy tier 12 minions, which are sold here at Terry's shop. So as you can see, each of them costs 75 pelts. Alright, so next we have Tammy, and she's going to just give you kind of some information about the different mobs. So there's trackable, untrackable, undetected, endangered, and elusive. And then there's chickens, rabbits, sheep, pig, and cow. And you'll tell what they look like because they've got a little health bar above their head saying what type of animal they are. Alright, so the next thing we're going to look at is the Mushroom Grove. And there's actually 3 different types of this grove, but we can find it down here. It's kind of all over the place. As you can see, there's mushrooms that we can kill for mushrooms. And this is kind of the Mushroom Gorge. It's the main kind of Mushroom Gorge. And then if we continue down, we'll be able to find the overgrown mushroom cave and the crystallized mushroom cave. So here's the overgrown one, as you can see. And then if we continue down these stairs here, we can see this is the crystallized mushroom cave, or the glowing mushroom cave, excuse me. And this contains, it's just kind of cool. And there's lots of cool stuff around here. All right, and then somewhere in this grove is going to be the hungry hiker, and he's going to ask you for food. He's in a little blue tent, and you can find him. And he's right here, and he's going to ask you to bring him some sort of food. So just do that, and he'll give you some sort of reward. That's pretty much it for the farming island. So next we're going to be moving on to the other the other parts of this update. Okay, so the next part of this update involves the dungeons, and they've actually just released the floor 6 master mode, a boss, and there's also been a couple other changes. So if we go to Ophelia, we'll see that the dark goggles have actually been nerfed, and same with the shadow goggles and the wither goggles. And they've changed it so that it's still it's still great as before, except now you actually have to star it in order for it to to give some of the stats that it used to give when it was just by itself. And they also changed some mana potions and they affected some master mode bosses to make it less laggy. Alright, so one thing that I forgot to mention is actually if we come over here, we can see that the 3rd pig relic has been found, or shiny relic. We still are trying to figure out what's going to happen, but when it does, I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Alright, so finally we've got a few quality of life changes, and some of them can actually be found here in the auction house with some new items. So our first item is going to... Okay, so the first QOL is that there's now shift-click crafting. And so that's kind of been an annoying thing that Skyblock didn't have before, and now it does have it. So there's also, if we actually head over to Anita, who is currently located in the farm merchant, and we come upstairs, we can see that she is selling a new enchantment, which is Delicate. So basically, this allows you to avoid breaking stems and baby crops, which is really good because sometimes that can be annoying to accidentally break a crop. Alright, so a couple of the new items is going to include, if we just come right over here, we've got the tuning fork, which allows you to tune a note block to a specific tune. We've got the Krampus helmet, which now works as a minion upgrade and generates red gifts. We've got a winter sack that holds Jerry Island items. There's now pet milestones for fishing and mining. There's a show all stats button if we go over to our stats menu. Oh, no. If we go to our skill, but there's a show all stats. I don't actually know where it is. There's a new storage system with the ender chests and the backpacks. I'll put the patch notes in the description down below. Sorry, I'm running short on time. There's a new quiver fill when buying at a shop that sells arrows. There's a buy confirmation from some shops. There's a magical lava bucket that doesn't allow you, that basically works as a magical water bucket. An aspiring leap, here I'll pull it up, that allows you to warp to a co-op member on your private island. We've also got a weather node, and this is going to set the weather rather than just change it while you're there. You can now star up boss heads with golden diamond essence. There's a special bazaar for Iron Man players who want booster cookies. There's some bazaar cleanup, and the Smite 7 is now a super rare drop from tier 5 revenants. So that's going to basically cover it for this entire update. And next, I'm going to be showing you all the 5 new fairy souls that this update entails. Alright, everyone, we are back, and now I'm going to be showing you the 5 new fairy souls on this desert settlement. So, our first one is actually right down here if we come down these steps. And as we can see, we just have to fall in here, and then here is our first fairy soul. So, just come to the entrance and then do that. So, now we can just come up. Our next one is actually over here in the oasis. So we just come over to the oasis. And if we swim into this waterfall and then we come don't go like over it. Instead come like in this little secret area here. And our next one is actually right in this hole right here. Okay, so our next one's gonna be in this mushroom gorge over here. We just came left of the oasis. So we just need to come in, head down here. And we're going to be heading to the glowing mushroom cave. So we just have to come down here and come over here. And we are going to be going up the waterfall, this second one that's over here. Or actually, I don't remember exactly which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yep, and here it is. So now we just have to come down. And if we come over this way, then we can just come up the stairs here to the overgrown mushroom cave. And if we continue over to the right here, as we can see, there's a little hut, and then behind is our fairy soul. Okay, guys, and our last fairy soul is actually going to be if we come up to the Shepherd's Keep, and then we continue up the stairs here. Remember where we met the Ava Hunter? And then we just continue on to the Trapper's Den across the bridge here. And then we come in his hut. And if we take an aspect of the end or a grappling hook and then just come up here, we can see that here is our 5th fairy soul. So to end off this video, I'm going to head to the hub. And we are actually going to use Time Dio's perk to get double stats from these fairy souls. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so now we're at the ferry and we are going to claim our stats. So we just got 1 speed, 2 strength, 2 defense, and 7 health, which is actually not too bad. Alright guys, that is going to end off today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget, stay magical, and I'll see you in the next video.